Understanding why dogs may not like to be touched on the head is crucial for building a harmonious relationship with our canine companions. Firstly, dogs have sensitive areas on their head that may be painful to touch, such as the ears, eyes, and nose. Touching these areas can cause discomfort and even pain, leading dogs to react negatively. Secondly, touching a dog's head can be perceived as a threat or challenge. In the wild, dogs establish dominance through headbutting and other forms of physical contact. When a human touches a dog's head, it may be interpreted as an attempt to assert dominance, triggering a defensive response from the dog. Finally, some dogs may have had negative experiences with being touched on the head in the past. For instance, if a dog has been punished or mistreated while being touched on the head, it may associate this action with pain or fear, making them apprehensive or even aggressive when someone attempts to touch their head in the future. Dogs are incredibly expressive creatures, and they communicate a great deal through their body language. When it comes to touching their head, it's important to be aware of the signals they're giving off. Firstly, dogs may interpret touching the head as an invasion of their personal space. In the wild, dogs establish clear boundaries around themselves, and they may feel threatened or uncomfortable if someone enters this space without their permission. Secondly, if a dog is uncomfortable or feels threatened, it may exhibit certain body language cues. These include flattened ears, which indicate fear or submission, bared teeth, which is a sign of aggression, and a stiff body posture, which suggests the dog is preparing to defend itself. By understanding a dog's body language, we can better understand their feelings and avoid making them feel uncomfortable or threatened. While touching the head may not be the best way to show affection to a dog, there are plenty of other ways to express your love and care. One preferred method is to pet your dog on the chest, back, or shoulders. These areas are less sensitive and more enjoyable for most dogs to be touched. Additionally, verbal praise is a great way to show your appreciation and bond with your furry friend. Positive words and affirmations can make your dog feel loved and happy. Treats are another effective way to show affection and reward good behavior. Dogs associate treats with positive experiences, so offering them as a reward can strengthen your bond and make training more enjoyable. Finally, playtime is an excellent way to show your dog that you care. Whether it's a game of fetch, a walk in the park, or just some cuddling on the couch, spending quality time with your dog is a surefire way to make them feel loved and appreciated. Respecting a dog's boundaries is crucial for building a harmonious relationship with them. Just like humans, dogs have their own personal space and comfort levels, and it's important to be mindful of these when interacting with them. One of the most important things to remember is to avoid touching a dog if they show signs of discomfort. These signs can include flattened ears, bared teeth, stiff body posture, and avoidance. If you see any of these signs, it's best to give the dog some space and let them approach you on their own terms. When meeting a new dog, it's always a good idea to ask for permission before petting them. This is especially important if the dog is not your own. By asking first, you can avoid making the dog feel uncomfortable or threatened, and you can ensure that the interaction is positive for both of you. Training and socialization can play a significant role in helping dogs become more comfortable with being touched on the head. By gradually exposing your dog to positive experiences involving head touching, you can help them overcome any fear or anxiety they may have. Start by gently touching your dog's head for short periods of time. As your dog becomes more comfortable, you can gradually increase the duration and intensity of the touching. It's important to be patient and respectful of your dog's boundaries throughout the process. Positive reinforcement is key when training your dog. Offer treats, praise, or other rewards when your dog allows you to touch their head without showing signs of discomfort. This will help them associate head touching with positive experiences and make them more likely to accept it in the future. Understanding a dog's behavior and respecting its boundaries is essential for fostering a strong and healthy bond between you and your canine companion. By avoiding touching the head and finding alternative ways to show affection, you can ensure that your dog feels safe, respected, and loved. When you take the time to understand your dog's body language and preferences, you can create a harmonious and fulfilling relationship built on mutual trust and respect. Remember, your dog's comfort and well-being should always be your top priority.